one other time I did. Oh no, I think you almost did it, but then you were like, oh no, hang on.
So what, Jack? What happened was I took a nap
Hmm.
and then I woke up and then we were live streaming and I started streaming the wrong thing.
Yep, that's
So
okay, Ian. We're
oopsie daisy.
oopsie daisy. It's quite all right. We are professionals, and sometimes professionals make mistakes. I think
Uh,
is that good?
we are professionals. Well, what I was saying in the other stream was, uh, 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 if I were a good YouTuber who was
Hmm.
actually interested in making money off of this, or
Hmm.
rather was just interested in making money off of this and good,
Hmm.
I would have informed the audience beforehand that we were actually having a rewatch today
Yeah.
and a patron discussion. But I didn't do that.
Well, you know what, Ed? I still think you're a good YouTuber. I'm still very impressed with you
Thank you.
and the things that you do, and
Just not a very
that
good streamer.
who is like,
Stream. Today we are rewatching. Jack, what are we rewatching? Oh, War Stories.
War Stories.
Yeah,
Yes, Firefly episode 10, War Stories.
I took enough as valid. I took a nap as valid enough reason without further explanation. Thank you, Harris.
Yeah.
You got
Hey
my back.
everybody, Harris, Cindy, where's my jetpack? Jen, hey friends, it's thank you for being here. It's nice to see
Hi,
you
Jen.
all.
I'm sorry I started the wrong stream, Jen. Thank you for coming to the right stream. I
You made me do the whole crap. Am I in the wrong stream?
don't think I've done that. By the way, let us know how the audio balance is between Jack and I, if you would, so I can adjust it accordingly. I don't think I've done that since the Bad Decisions streams days.
Back in those days,
Yes,
there was some
there
streams,
were
Ian.
those were some streams. Yeah, so we're gonna be watching War Stories. Get your copies ready. Disney Plus is ready. DVDs, Blu-rays, what have you. We are not allowed to stream the episode into YouTube. So
Hmm.
if you get your copy ready, we'll get started in a minute or two here. Now our version does not have the "here's how it was" flashback at the beginning. Ours just start.
Hmm.
So make sure yours is queued up properly. Um, and
Apparently, you're softer than me,
the
volume wise. I'm sorry. Okay,
I'm
I'm
so
done. I'm
tired.
done. Me too, buddy. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't sleep well last night.
All right, I tried to make Jack as soft as I am, soften Jack up a little bit. So let me know if the balance is working. Anyway, get your copies ready. We'll get started in a minute. Jack, how's your last 2 weeks been?
um, all right, I guess.
Uh,
How about yours?
he's
I don't
not the
know what.
world's best vamper for no or nothing, folks.
I, I don't know. Dude, I'm just waiting for Diablo 4. That's been my entire
Yeah,
life, just
it's
waiting for that game to come out. That's all I'm
it's
doing.
it's always interesting you know, I don't want to get too deep into the whole like corporate morality
Hmm.
thing right off the bat. Like I firmly believe that the world works the way it does in the good place, which is just the corporate complexities of globalization are so intricate that it's impossible to make really moral decisions
Yeah.
and purchases
And
anymore.
I think that's true. I think that's absolutely true.
Yeah, yeah, that was one of the really interesting things about where they ended up. You buy roses, and someone in another
Mm.
country dies because the
Yeah.
roses were used a chemical that was farmed here that doesn't have ethical practices, so on and so forth. But
Hmm.
it's been interesting the Blizzard Activision stuff that has just kind of,
Yeah.
now that there's a new shiny, And I
Well,
I I can't wait to play with you. I am
yeah.
excited to play Diablo 4. I'm not calling.
Um,
If anything, I'm throwing myself under the bus on this one. But a lot of people I know who stopped doing Hearthstone streams,
well,
canceled their World of Warcraft subscriptions, sound like they're pretty excited
yeah.
about Diablo.
Well, that's the thing. At the time that controversy came out, I actually had a World of Warcraft subscription that I canceled, for that reason. I don't know. Like you're right, but I think Blizzard has had a bit of an upheaval since then. Not to excuse it or say that it's right
Yeah,
or anyway,
yeah,
but I feel like there has been a shift in just sort of staff and whatnot, and the Diablo team are different to you know
yeah.
like they. So I don't
Well,
know.
we hope, we hope.
Well,
But
yeah, that's the
nonetheless,
thing.
yeah.
I don't know, but whatever Blizzard has done with this marketing, they have sucked me in. Sucked me in. Apparently, you're still much quieter than me.
Yeah, I'm working on it. This is a good reason to do a little vampy vamp before we get started anyway.
Yes, The Good Place is amazing. If anyone here hasn't seen it, please watch it. It kind of changed my life. It yeah.
I had
That came
a noise removal filter turned on my mic that is now
oh,
turned off.
okay.
Go ahead, Jack. I'm sorry.
Um I don't know. I was just gonna say that The Good Place is really great, and I think, that's right. You introduced me to The Good Place during a time when I was dealing with a lot of fear, like the pandemic had just started. Not a lot was known about what it was and what was gonna happen, and yeah, there was.
I was talking to Lonnie last night, and I was like, you ever like you know you're like doing the dishes, uh, or you're like making a sandwich, or you're like showering or something like that.
Mhm.
And I said to her, I was like, yesterday I turned on the oven to I wanted some taquitos. And so I turned on the oven, it's preheat, 450 for 17 minutes. And then
Mhm.
I poured a bunch of frozen taquitos on the plate,
Mhm.
wrapped it in tinfoil first, and then as I was waiting there for the oven to go off, I thought to myself, I'm gonna die someday. And it was such a
Yeah.
hit of like
Yep.
I got so
Been
sad
there.
about it. I was just like,
Yeah.
but I don't want to die.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
then,
Been there
uh,
many, many times.
and then I made taquitos. But
That's
Jack, they didn't taste as good. I don't think they tasted as good. There is now
that's
noise. Ah,
basically
crap.
what happened when you introduced me to The Good Place. So I was like, there's a pandemic, I might die.
Yeah, I mean
Um
that's what made me think of it. Is there's a
yeah.
bit in the Good Place where a character, I'm not going to say who because it's a huge spoiler, but a all right, I'm turning the noise removal filter back on, but I'm turning it down a little bit. We'll see if that's any better. Um, but yeah, there's a bit in the Good Place where a character has to consider his own mortality, his or her
Hmm.
own mortality.
Hmm.
And the line that comes to me is like, yeah, every human that walks around is always just a little bit sad, man,
Oh
because we all know that it's going to be over at
yeah.
some point.
A little bit sad all of the time.
A little bit
Yeah.
sad all of the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's been a while, but
Hmm.
yeah, just the like. I think when I was drinking, before I quit drinking, that happened more. But now everything's coming up again, pretty much.
Well, that's the thing. Now you've got more to lose, I guess. And
Yeah,
so
I
that
guess.
yeah, I mean, what do you mean you guess? You absolutely do. You are married. Like you've
Harris
got
needs to.
me. Like,
Thank you for letting me know, Harris. I was actually just about to shift us out of
okay,
Bummerville
yeah.
into.
Well, I I can't believe I'm about to admit this on the internet, but the thing that spurred on that conversation when I came to you freaking out about COVID was the fact that I was sitting here and I got the slightest scratchy throat, and I was like, "Oh no, oh no!" And then I paced around my apartment for like an hour, and then I called you basically in tears, and then
Yeah.
you had to talk me off of a ledge that you've talked me off of many times
Well, and
before.
the
But
whole mortality
yeah.
conversation, like the only way around that conversation is actually through it, which is
Mm,
the challenging thing about it is like,
mm,
all right, let's go. Like
yeah,
let's just talk about this
yeah,
because denial of death doesn't actually work.
because it's
It just
it's
sets you
gonna
up
happen.
because right. So
Mm,
like we had that I think it was like an hour long conversation where I was like
probably more. Yeah,
I was like, all right, buddy, let me roll up my sleeves.
yeah,
Here we
yeah.
go.
But also, I didn't have COVID at the time. I didn't get COVID for the first time
Yeah.
until like a year later.
Well, the thing that I've realized, like, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, is that
Yeah.
I have other friends who deal with health problems pretty regularly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like some scary stuff that pops up from time to time, and as a result of that, there is just a certain amount of hypochondria that goes
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like you have this validated sense of because your
Yeah.
fears
That's
are so often validated
right.
that
Yeah.
they they
That's the
spin out of control.
context here. Like I do have health issues that make me more susceptible to that. So yeah. That's yeah.
Well, we are going to shift away. I'm sorry for the bummer conversation. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to.
It just happened.
We are eventually going to talk about the Good Place.
Harris is
Because
back with the chips.
because I
So
love that show.
shall we get done?
All right, everybody. Let's watch
Let,
the
let's get going.
not depressing war stories.
I mean,
It's a little depressing.
it's a bit
It's
of
not depressing.
yeah,
It's dark. It's a little. It's this is
it's dark, yeah.
between this and the. There are a couple of episodes where you just start to see like, oh, they really wanted this to be darker. The torture stuff in this, actually, I have not read a lot of stuff like this except in cyberpunk fiction. I think it was in Altered Carbon or whatever the sequel was to the second book by Richard Morgan, where they talked
Mm.
about the whole theme of the book was that humans get plant implants in their necks that allow them to be backed up. So if your body dies, you can
Ah,
have
yeah,
a backup installed in a new body.
yeah.
But consequently, your mind could be taken into a machine, which
Mm-hmm.
raised terrible implications for torture and
Mm-hmm.
for what technology could do to a personality to extract when it was in the wrong hands, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the torture sequence in War Stories is I find very hard to watch, and Mal dying and being brought back repeatedly
Mm.
is the most evocative of
It's
some of that cyberpunk stuff that I remember.
it's so fascinating though how they blend it with the humor as well. Um, yeah.
Zen Bear, such a cheery episode, nothing but sunshine. Brandy Alla, I apologize for hitting a nerve.
Yeah,
We
we're
actually
sorry.
we try and stay away from the contentious stuff
It
if it's not relevant to the episode that we're watching.
mm.
And but I had a nap like right before this, so I'm not on my game, such as the game is normally. All right, let's watch the episode. Yeah, there are only wrong hands for that. Yeah, exactly. May
Hmm.
we live. There's some things I'm gonna be happy I don't get to live to see. I suppose. Oh wait, I just took us back into that. Let's watch the episode.
Jesus, Ian. God. Sorry, everybody. I can't take him anywhere.
I'm so sorry. All right, let's hit play. Hitting play
Wait,
in three, two, one, play. I was a little behind on that play.
that's all right.
Is this a Ben Edlund episode? I don't remember who wrote this one.
I have no idea.
God, I love this set.
Hmm. It reminds me of something. Reminds me of like the fifth element a little bit.
Wow, that tastes awful.
What is it? Oh, is that Monster?
Yeah,
And see, I don't drink energy drinks. That's a panic attack in a can for me. Screw that.
that's
One coffee a
ADD
day and that's me.
self-medication, baby. That was actually one of the ways my doctor diagnosed me. Once uh, we started talking about ADD type 1, I think it is ADD
hmm
intensive.
hmm
She asked me, "So, are you drinking a lot of caffeine? How much caffeine are you drinking?" And I was like, "Well, the my drink from the coffee shop is a large iced 4 shot vanilla latte,
Four
and I
shots.
and I might have 2 or 3 of those a day. So
Oh my
like
God.
8 or 12 shots of espresso in a day." She was like, "Yeah, you're self-medicating." It's like, "Oh,
That's
okay."
wow. Wow. That's let's say that's impressive, but that's not really the word for that.
Impressive is not really the word.
No.
We'll just say a lot.
Yeah. Ooh. Some early 2000s CG.
Yeah, those. I will say the smash zoom style that they do with
Hmm.
the CG, which I think works in Battlestar, is a little
I haven't
feels
seen Battlestar.
strange. I know
You
you've
you
told me
didn't know
that,
that?
but I did know that, but I keep forgetting.
Oh,
That's the thing
okay.
about being someone with a terrible memory, Jack, is you get
Oh,
to
I hear you,
experience things
brother.
over and over again.
I hear you, brother. Like
Jack hasn't seen Battlestar?
I'm just surprised you put up with me as much as you do because I know I've told you the same stories over and over, and you've never once said you've already told me this because I do that all the time.
Well, or I just forget that you told me. That's the advantage
Well,
of a
yeah,
friend with a terrible
that's
memory.
that's why we work so well.
I know.
Now, this guy is meant to be like I'm meant to think of a Nazi, right? With this guy, like I'm.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I
Hmm.
think
Even the uniform is very Nazi-like.
Shanju. I think he's kind of a
Zim.
consequence of having to do the secondary pilot. It's interesting. I wonder how the show, because the train job, right? And Serenity
hmm
didn't have
Yeah.
any real big bads other than the Reavers the Reavers? Reapers? I'm
Reavers, I
playing
think.
Reavers. I'm playing Mass Effect
Yeah.
3 again. And Reavers sounded wrong because I'm fighting the Reapers. But anyway, um, Serenity is a really interesting pilot because there's not really a big bad. Even Cadence isn't not she's not a big bad. She's just
hmm
the ruler of her little world that tries to kill Mal. Um, and that was one of the notes from Fox was they wanted the 2x2 Hands of Blue Men because of the X Files connection,
Yeah.
and they wanted a more recognizable big bad. And
hmm
so that guy emerged as a result. And I wonder if that was Tim and Joss trying to be a little. All right, fine. They want some like a
Yeah, we'll
German.
give it
We'll
to.
just make him a German. But
Yeah.
I just wonder how the show would have evolved without studio meddling, even if it was only
Mm,
13 episodes.
right. Yeah. Produced by Ben Edlund.
Yeah.
Zenbear said, I once served a man a latte with 8 shots of espresso. I never saw him again. I sometimes worry about him. I really like that. That tickled me.
Zen Bear, I'm fine. Thank you. It was, and the latte was delicious.
I'm glad I'm in good company. Jetpack.
So we watched the uh, episode after Ariel. You and I, we did
Hmm.
a rewatch of.
It's
They're
it's
more.
this one,
I think
isn't it?
yes. I think the war
Yeah.
stories. I think they're more fun to like watch in chunks. Um,
Yeah, and it gives me more context, kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I
It's
think
difficult only watching one episode a fortnight.
this is a delightful episode, and
Hmm.
the boy ever since um, I think really Shindig kind of begins the run of just really good episodes, but
Hmm.
up to Out of Gas and Ariel, um, but they're all just bangers at this point. So
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
this episode is wonderful, but I do only have one real complaint, which is I think that Wash and Zoe's conflict that drives this
Mhm.
episode
Oh,
kind
it
of
comes
comes
out
out
of
of
nowhere.
nowhere. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It feels very forced for that reason. They go from like marital bliss to
yeah, like
that
the
in an instant.
the preemptive wonderful relationship on the show
Yeah.
to Wash being jealous about the captain.
Yeah. That was like the first thought I had about the episode actually. Like that
Yeah.
was my very first like what?
Yeah, and I quickly kind of suspend my disbelief about it as we go. Um,
Well, we don't
because
get to see
they're all
every
just so
single
much
thing
fun.
that happens
Exactly.
between them.
Yeah.
You could head canon it by saying that they've had drama off screen or something.
I never noticed that little computer that's hanging from the ceiling there. The
Oh.
keyboard. It's now out of the shot, but that's a cool prop. Wasn't it clued in the pilot? The only thing I remember about their relationship in the pilot was when Wash is about to ride away on the what quad cycle. They
I
have
don't
words for a
remember.
minute. I think Wash clearly doesn't like authority, but
I wouldn't say he's anti-authority though.
he's just kind of snarky anti everything. I mean,
Yeah,
he's definitely the
yeah,
Xander
yeah.
character of the show.
And he's just I'd say he's a bit stubborn.
Yeah.
In the early two thousands, I don't know what it was like there, but did Hawaiian shirts become insanely popular around sort of 2001 to 2002 there?
I have some Hawaiian shirts. I still have some Hawaiian
Yeah.
shirts, and they're some of my favorite shirts. So tread
I don't.
lightly, Jack.
No,
But
no, no, no. I'm just saying. I wonder, like, he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. I'm wondering if that was in response to, because here they were huge, like 2001, 2002 were huge.
there was a Hawaiian shirt archetype male. I don't think I've ever seen a woman wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Is that
Hmm.
weird?
Actually, you know what? Same. So I don't know. I think that's just societally weird.
Yeah, the archetype is seems pretty male
Hmm.
dominated. Um,
Yeah.
that or I just need to know more women.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, being at school and like, because here, in Australian schools, school uniforms are mandatory, but whenever we had like a school disco or like function or whatever, so many guys in Hawaiian shirts, and then I got teased because I bought a Hawaiian shirt. Well, someone bought and bought it for me, but it was low quality and wasn't as good as the other ones, so still
See
got picked on.
the Hawaiian shirt archetype when I was in high school, they wore like the beaded necklace and they listened to the Cherry Poppin' Daddies and
Yeah,
Real
I
Big
don't know if
Fish.
yeah. Here it was really just an
They
aesthetic thing. It
they were
wasn't
really into
much
swing.
beyond that.
And then in college, they got like the little tiki bar in their basement.
Wow. Yeah, no, no. See here it was literally just like a paint job. There was
One of my best friends in college was a Hawaiian shirt type, and
Mhm.
yeah, but it seems to have either gone away or it's just one of those archetypes that doesn't work well in adulthood.
Right. Right.
You
Yeah.
know, like here's the thing. I think it's probably tough to be
Mm.
goth in your 30s. Generally
Yeah.
speaking, right? Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna have a job
Yeah.
the a job, and you're gonna think about kids and whatever, like being a member of certain groups that you can be a member of when you're younger takes a lot of
Yeah.
time. It just
Well,
takes a
like
lot of investment.
also when you're young, people sort of just they have this attitude that oh, you're experimenting, you're trying on different things and whatnot. Sometimes if you're a 35-year-old man who wears makeup, people think you're just kind of weird.
So yeah, well, I mean, there's lots of ways that you end up in the kind of weird camp, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, well, hang on, we've got to make room for one of the more memorable lines in the show. And there you go.
Yeah.
Or at least one of the more it's tough to say, like, God, if you had to come up with the top 10 lines in Firefly, there's so many lines.
Hmm.
But I'll be in my bunk is definitely one of the more memey lines that
Oh, okay.
I've ever seen.
Hmm.
This is so dumb. I mean, him just
Hmm.
take it's so it's I like the episode so much that I
It's
just
this
rapidly go past it, but engaging with it while
this
watching,
insecurity seems so out of character.
so out of no place.
Mm.
He knows he's a
Like he
great bro.
doesn't.
Like his
Yeah.
insecurity in their relationship just is. I blow past it because there's so much good stuff in this, but just sort of engaging with it intellectually right now, I'm like,
Hmm. Yeah.
and the other thing is Mal, I think, settling for this and not just putting Wash in his place
Hmm.
feels unrealistic too. He would not let
Yeah.
Wash, or I think the Mal that we've gotten to know so far would not let Wash just have his way here. It would set a
No.
bad
No.
precedent.
Hmm. Mm. Plus, it's just bullshit, really. Like, let's be
Yeah,
honest. It's just.
not uncommon with guys married to kick-ass women.
Yeah.
Mm.
I met this woman, this was years ago, but she told me that a guy had broken up with her because um he felt that she was more intelligent than him, and it made him feel like emasculated or something, which is very, very odd. I don't know.
See, wait, I'm wondering how much I want to reveal. Like
Yeah,
you earlier with the death thing.
yeah,
Um,
when we do these streams, I often like just spurt shit out, and then I'm like, wait, I didn't have to say that, so
yeah,
I
there's
understand.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably something I already know anyway.
Yeah, no, it's definitely something you already know.
Mm.
I've never been
Um.
in that situation, but I will say that when I before I quit drinking, when I was dabbling with online dating,
Hmm.
I would read a woman's profile. Now this sounds different than the way I mean it, right?
Okay.
So give me a second to explain. I would
Hmm.
read a woman's profile who said like I speak multiple languages and I run my own business and I have my shit together, and I'd be like, well, not for me,
Hmm.
right? Or
But
rather, more
it's
specifically, I'm not what you're looking for.
exactly like you feel inadequate. It's not that you're like
I mean,
you need to. Yeah.
I'm not pre removing her. I'm pre removing myself
Yeah. Yeah.
from
Yeah. 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 You're
consideration
not.
in that situation.
It's not a need for you to like top her or like
Yeah,
be.
there's none of that. I
Yeah.
mean, certainly, like Lonnie is way more successful than I am in
Hmm.
many different ways. I love it. Like we have a
I
running
well,
gag
yeah.
where I tell her I can't wait to be the man holding the purse. You
Yeah.
know, the
See.
the you always see these photo shoots of women in gorgeous dresses, and
Mhm.
there's some schlubby guy in the background with a tux on, holding a purse, going,
Yeah.
that's my girl." I
Yeah.
can't wait to be that guy. Yeah, that'll be amazing.
Yeah. I just I don't know. I don't understand it because I find intelligence to be really, really, really
Oh yeah,
sexy.
100%, 100%.
I don't know. Strong, intelligent women are just freaking hot to me.
Yeah,
Like I love that.
clearly I got over that thing that I was experiencing while
Mm.
online dating, but I
Well, yeah,
think
because
like
it's just it's an insecurity within yourself. It doesn't.
100%. Well, it is
Yeah.
for the guys that need to be smarter, you know.
Yeah, but that's more of a I perceive it more as a dominance thing though, which
Yeah, which
is
I've never had.
yeah, and it's gross. I
Yeah,
really yeah.
yeah.
God, this stream is Ian, what are we doing?
I had a nap right beforehand. Yeah, I mean, it's different context too. I can't imagine being with someone that I had a relationship with and then breaking up with them over
Mm.
that. But
Yeah,
like online dating is like job hunting. Like
yeah,
I'm doing some job
yeah.
hunting right now, and the relationship between what online dating is feels like and what job hunting feels like is there's so
Hmm.
many similarities.
Hmm.
But really like you have to be able to value yourself, and
Hmm.
who the hell's going to want to be in a relationship with you if you don't have a healthy relationship with yourself,
Exactly,
you know? And I
exactly.
just did not back in those days. You know, and so ended up in some messy situations,
Hmm.
lo and behold.
I I used to always struggle with, or I would disagree when people would say that if you can't love yourself, you can't love another person. And I don't think it's entirely true, but I understand where it comes from because if you don't have a sense of self and a sense of love and care for yourself, your relationships are going to suffer.
Yeah, I think it's an oversimplification. Like
Yeah,
it's more what
yeah,
you're saying, which is just, you know,
yeah. Because I think you're
it's
still
not a
capable of giving love, but it's not.
it's not another
Yeah.
person's job to fix you,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know. Which, hey, I think this is actually tangentially relevant to this episode and Wash's
Yeah. I
motivations and
mean,
all of that.
we're this isn't as far off topic as we've gone in the past. So
Exactly. Go
we're
us.
doing okay. Yeah. Look at us. We're real streamers. I love this scene. This whole seat sequence is great.
Yeah. I love the lighting. Oh, you
Yeah.
can see the
It's
camera
really.
there. I saw. Oops. Saw the
Oh,
camera
really?
foreshadow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed that. It looks like natural light. I know it's not, but it looks like it.
No, there's no way. Yeah. But
Oh, it might be a bit. Huh?
to create that crisscrossing effect of
Hmm.
holes, which is very grungy, industrial and grungy and all of that,
Yeah.
which works really well in the scene.
It might be a bit too strong for natural light. Those are some powerful beams, but it looks kind of.
Yeah, the warmth of the light I think is selected to look very natural, but they're also on a
Yeah.
space station, so
Oh, okay. Of
yeah.
course. Okay. I didn't. Yeah. Yeah, this.
I didn't.
I love how they're emoting so well with their eyes covered.
She's supposed to obey. There's
Hmm.
obeying going on right under my nose. I
Oh.
love that. I love that. That's so good.
See, that should be the proof in the pudding right there for Wash. That should be it.
Wow, I this whole character bit where Mal angers him to keep his adrenaline up so that he
Mm,
doesn't give up during the torture sequence, I think is
mm,
wonderful.
mm. Oh, it's
I
so
mean,
good, yeah.
it's a wonderful detail of Mal's character.
Always like a show that references its history.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, a show with memory.
mm,
Sometimes Next Generation, which is one of my top three,
mhm.
doesn't seem to have a memory, especially the
It's very
movies.
episodic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why whenever they bust out Tasha's hologram or reference Picard's experience with the Borg, it
Hmm.
it
Yeah.
lands like a truck.
Yeah, I like the Borg. It's so like this feels so visceral.
Yeah. Well, partly I think
It's
it's
their
the lighting
performances that are
and
really
their
good. Yeah, the
performances
lighting.
of sort of being
That's
drunk on pain.
yeah. They're selling the electrocution really well too, I think.
I love this.
Mm.
See, there's hairs on those chests. No
No red
red
arrows
arrows
here.
necessary.
Wow, Wash is quite hairy, dude.
Yeah, that man has a nice orange pelt.
Hmm. Nice orange pelt. Jesus Christ. That's a sentence I never thought I would hear.
Nathan's about as hairy as I am, but there's hair there. It's,
Yeah, that's about my level of hair too.
man, whenever Wash breathes in, he's got a little bit of a six pack going there. He's in excellent shape.
I
This is
like
so good.
this. Mal is a dick, but is a good dick.
Yeah, it's interesting that view of the shuttle. It looked like a little baby turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Xander, he's weirdly buff for the character type.
I was
Exactly.
thinking that too, yeah. I agree, Zen. Such a great scene,
This is also a great Zoe bit. I will make
which is
you
which
choose
is
that one.
yeah, which is why I chose her for the thumbnail.
No comment.
The comment, yeah. Let's just leave that.
I'm choosing not to engage. I just had my first hint of Firefly sadness.
Oh, really? That it's ending?
That yeah, my first
Hmm.
hint of like, oh, there's only a couple episodes left.
Yeah.
It's part of the experience, and I just had my first hint of it.
You know what? Now you've said it me too. Oh my
Just
God, Ian, I don't want it to end.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Welcome,
That's
Jack. One of
Thank you.
us.
It took me long enough. Jesus
One,
Christ.
one of us.
Took me what, 7 years? I mean, 20 years if we count when it came out, but you've been trying to get me to watch it for like 7 years.
Ah, Tim.
Immediately just like, nope. I love her so much. What a freaking badass.
Steals his game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this bit. His scream here is
Mm.
horrifying.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's just psychotic. That's just
I think
mean
that's
for
the
the
bit,
sake of
and
being mean.
it's just mean for the sake of being mean. He's torturing him. Of course it is. if you're just
Understatement of the
if
year.
you're just gonna be a meanie pants about all this torture, then I'm gonna take my
That's
ball and go home.
that is pretty much what I said.
uh,
He's insane. Oh,
yeah.
maybe I should have put wash in the thumbnail.
Bastard's not gonna get days. Yeah, look at how in shape he is. Good gravy.
Mm.
All right,
Didn't they
must
did they
stop
have
admiring
to
Wash's body.
did they have to tell Nicholas Brendan to stop working out?
Yeah,
Mm.
he definitely. I mean, I wonder how often that's an issue for LA
Mm.
actors. I mean, you watch any CW show still, and everyone on it
Yeah.
is so
And
pretty.
and the
Even
idea
like,
is you have to look good, you have to work out, you have
yeah,
to eat right,
yeah.
like yeah.
And I mean, same with this show. Everyone on it is so pretty.
Mm.
Tudyk doesn't skip core day.
He
Yeah,
definitely doesn't.
yeah.
Ah, he's
This
selling it
bit,
so
like,
well.
not being able to see what he's doing.
Hmm.
You survived the fire swamp. You must be very brave. But nobody withstands the machine. Little Princess Bride action.
Yeah. Oh,
Not
he's
for
selling that
50.
so well.
Yeah, yeah. Him playing torture in this is
Hmm.
rough.
Like it's actually hard to watch.
Those are honking grenades.
Hmm.
No. That's a noisy cricket that he's got there. That's a tiny little. I mean, I'm sure they're doing a thing between he and Zoe.
Hmm.
Oh, this is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite book lines. There we go.
What a freaking baller. Love it.
Somewhat fuzzier on the subject of kneecaps.
This is so awful.
Yeah, this is the thing I was talking about in Cyberpunk, like the what technology, what evil people can do with modern technology, and the
Hmm.
idea of these kinds of circumstances.
He's got this sort of Doctor Death vibe going on. I forget what the Nazi doctor who did all those horrible experiments. I forget what his name was, but I
Mangala?
wonder if that's kind of what they're going. I think it is Mangala, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what they kind of going for there. No, that's my man.
Yeah, see, they've never given Wash a reason to behave insecurely.
Yeah,
His competence has always been clear,
yeah, yeah.
and
So
it's been
it,
and they've made it clear that he knows he's good, and it's something I
yeah,
like about Wash.
mm.
Is from the beginning he's got that ability. So again, this
Yeah. They
episode's
could have
so
done.
good that the little bits and bobs here and there to drive the plot,
Yeah,
I notice
like
them and I forget about them immediately.
it's only 40 minutes long, so maybe they couldn't like flesh it out more in this episode, but they should have left more of a trail, you know?
Cindy says, or the torture guy an angel, but he had a white coat. Yeah, actually, I didn't even realize I'm wearing my torture guy and
Oh
angel shirt.
yeah.
What do you want, Angel?
Oh God.
That was one of my favorite comments on a video ever. You look like the guy who tortures Angel in the dark.
And it works
Thanks.
because you do. You do.
Pretty good makeup. Oh, 100% Zen Bear. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying to this point, Wash has
It's
not had a
yeah.
lot of mental episodes, and that makes
It's
this
just more that
feel
it
like
comes out of
one zone.
nowhere.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
this feel like If anything, the marriage and relationship that we see between the two of them has been sort of idyllic.
Hmm. Yeah, it has. Does Kaylee being all freaked out and not confident here seem off?
uh,
I feel like we've seen her be pretty tough and badass in a situation like this.
Not
Or maybe.
violent,
Oh, okay.
right?
Okay.
I'm trying to. I don't think I have enough of a frame of reference to
Well, yeah, I
confirm about
don't
it one way
either. I
or
mean,
another.
I just felt like it seemed off, but maybe not. I mean,
It,
she's a
it
sweetheart,
it's
so,
a
you know.
it's a very strong decision they made in this one to have her be that way, and
Mhm.
I feel like if she's a part of this crew, they would have gotten into circumstances like this
Yeah. Yeah,
before.
that's where I'm going. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where I'm going with it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Mal is upset.
hmm
I still haven't watched The Rookie.
This this is very Star Warsy. This reminds me of like stormtroopers on the Death Star.
By the way, did you see the trailer for the new Destiny expansion?
No,
Kind
it
of
looks
made me
good.
want to play Destiny.
Oh God, can't. I do miss that game.
I do
I
miss
don't
that
know.
game. Yeah, there's no way I'm touching it before Diablo.
Yeah,
But
no way, no way.
the reason it's relevant, and this is in a trailer, so I don't feel like it's spoiling anything for anyone here.
hmm
Uh, they show Gina Torres' character from Destiny sitting there, like saying, "I don't know where to begin, what to tell you about all of this."
hmm
Cut to there's so much has happened since you've been gone. Cut to the
hmm
character she's talking to. It's Cade, played by Nathan
What?
Fillion. Yeah,
What? Cade's
exactly.
back?
Yeah.
Don't tell me that. I want to play it so much more now.
And they got
How?
Nathan Fillion again.
How is Cade back though? I don't get it. How? I
We'll
mean,
talk about it
anything could
offline.
happen in yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
anything could happen in that world. So, but I really wish you didn't tell me
I
that because
know. It's on sale. Beyond
I
Light's on sale
freaking
right now. I'm kind of like,
love
man,
Cade.
nothing in the verse can stop me.
Hmm. Oh God.
This is a great
Alexa,
line too.
stop. Alexa, stop. Please stop.
This is something the captain's got to handle on his own. No, it isn't. Oh.
No, such a great scene.
And
That's
then
that's
there
a
was
very
that.
like that's a very like Whedon-y show moment, I think. That's a
Oh
very
yeah, it's terrific.
hmm.
But the
Harris, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think I set off his AI assistant again.
oh.
I'm sorry. But mine was trying to remind me of something I've already done, so I needed to stop it.
The I think the CG in this is pretty good until they have to composite live characters into CG, and that
Yeah.
for some
Yeah.
reason that bit with the torturer falling is in
It's
like
it's
10 frames a second.
yeah, what I was just about to say that it's the frame rate that
Uh,
ruins it. Like
it's so weird.
typically when something like that happens, it's because they ran out of time.
Yeah. Well, which would make
But yeah,
sense for this.
it looks like seriously, it looks like PS1 cutscene. That's what it makes me
It's
think of. It's
pretty.
yeah.
So I do like the build from this. At the end of Ariel,
Mhm.
Simon says, "No, sweetie, it's time to wake up," and has figured out the
Yeah.
right thing to give her. And now that ability gets revealed in this episode because
Hmm.
she's starting to come out of the fog that um, the guys put her. The treatment's working.
Uh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it I think it's building nicely.
Yeah, River's the path I'm most interested in.
This is a great ending. I understand.
I'm s- I'm surprised he didn't want to go in his bunk.
Those two actors,
Ah, we'll be in our bunk. There it is.
those two actors playing no chemistry. That's
Brilliant.
like
Yeah.
that's like actors playing bad acting. You know, when you
Yeah.
have to when they have to do a bad performance. Nathan Fillion and
Mm,
Gina Torres just have so much chemistry
yeah.
and charisma between the two of them playing that
Yeah.
scene at the take me, sir, take me hard. You and I have to get it on. Is Yeah,
I
that's a fun little performance. I
I
like it.
I also love she always calls him sir no matter what. Like
Yeah.
no matter what situation they're in. I love that little detail.
I love how awkward they are in this. Um.
So good.
Oh yeah, and Shell. Yeah. I wonder how this episode emerged because Niska is such a prominent feature from the train job, and the train job was Fox meddling. It's interesting to
Mm,
think about how this may have emerged along the way, but I still
right.
think it's enjoyable. I just feel like some
It's a
of
good
the
episode,
engine,
yeah.
some of the fuel for the engine of the plot feels a little out of
Yeah,
place.
like you said, like the episode is good enough that you just shrug and go, all right, whatever.
We might be able to
Um,
do Doctor Horrible in a single. Doctor Horrible's only what, a half hour of total content. We could do
yeah,
dedicate a stream and a discussion to it,
yeah,
but given the Fillionness of it, it might not be a bad follow up to this before we go back to Buffy.
that's true. That's true.
All right, friends. Well, that is the stream. We will save the rest of our thoughts for the discussion in the patron hangout, which we are going to be
Mhm.
joining in 55 minutes. It might be a small crowd today because I forgot to tell the patrons that there was a patron hangout today. So we're just
Yeah,
going to roll the dice.
yeah. There's lots of faces missing here. Or lots of usernames, I should say.
Yeah, yeah. That's my bad. But anyway, we'll see you soon. Thanks for hanging out. That was a lot of fun. And hopefully you enjoyed the discussion despite the distance we may have traveled from the episode itself.
Yeah,
But
sorry
cheers,
about
everyone.
that, but we just that just happens. We can't
it,
really do anything about it.
it does happen. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye bye.